soon. We're going to get the report from our instructional services.
Excuse me, I've got a question. Dr. Fulmer, can
Hold on just a minute. We're going to move on. I'm going to take this opportunity again to apologize to Dr. Fulmer. Fulmer, I can feel your frustration. I'm thankful that you're here, that you're asleep with that. You probably don't have to. Thank you for it. And I would wish that people that would write these articles be responsible for the writing and the publication. There would be some credit to the people that write articles. There's a lot of that going on. People just like, nobody wrote it. They were about it. That just
excuse me, Mr. Gamble, you recognize me?
You do not have the floor. Part of what's going on here is this continued distrust of what we just went through this weekend with your raising the flag issue. And you raised it, you went to Will Folks, which is another publication that probably have a whole lot of this. So, Dr. Fulmer, before we get to Ms. Murphy's question, again, on behalf of this board, thank you. I appreciate the explanation. I hope that people will publish, like, do a little research. And I know you don't have any I know you won't, Ms. Murphy, and I would ask you to please not make an accusation of this, because I feel the pressure.
Thank you. Instead of using account numbers,
Murphy, could you talk to the microphone? I can't use another one.
Instead of using account numbers, can you use account names?
The legislation asks that we publish our check register.
To make it easier for our constituents, can you use the names instead of the numbers?
Ms. Murphy, I would be accused of doctoring the information.
Ms. Watson, you have a question?
I was just incredulous that question was even asked, so that was...
Excuse me, I wasn't finished.
I'll come back to you. We're going to take turns here.
I think it goes back to, we don't need to task our staff doing things that just, whatever comes off this board, it has to have some relevance to what we do, and it has to have some, we have to balance what it takes to accomplish that. If you've given people a key to what those codes mean, and you publish our check register, they can go look it up for themselves. That's all that, we don't need to do anymore except comply with state law. All we're doing is just trying to accommodate people that are trying to breed animosity and contempt of this organization. And that's not one of our functions. We're transparent, we disclose it. They can look it up, cross-reference it, and do all the study they want. We don't need to do any more than what state law requires.
Thank you. I am embarrassed, extremely. And I apologize. We should not be talking to our constituents in this manner. Especially since they pay our salaries. And I hope in the future we won't do that anymore.
Any other questions about it?
We have a report from instructional services.
Okay. Tonight, we have
We sure
very
don't act
positive
like we
things,
pay their salary.
taking place. I'd like to introduce you to Dr. Bob Couch, who's going to present a report on the new Tate Center, which, as you know, opens next fall. Dr. Couch.
We have a video we're going to try to launch first. We can get it up. We'll try to get that posted on the website. We can actually see that video. I will refer to it. The video actually is made in Air Products Company in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I happen to have visited that plant, and they have 6,500 employees. That video focuses on the fact where the jobs are in the future relative to particularly technicians. And according to the CEO of that company, over the next 10 years, there will be a need of 1 million technicians each year for the next 10 years that have the kinds of skills that we're going to talk about tonight that will come out of the center as well as the technical college. It's interesting in terms of where we are right now in 2003 and where the growth is expected in 2010 and beyond in terms of area sectors where growth will occur. For the last 15 years, one of my responsibilities at the state level prior to joining Lexington and Richland District 5 was to look at and project at state level in terms of where the future jobs will be. There are 2 or 3 places that you can actually see that occur. One is looking at where industries certainly are growing. The other one is looking at where investments are being made with research dollars. And the healthcare and equipment services area, as you come down that list, all of those are areas of growth that are expected to grow with significant growth over the next 10 to 15 years. Looking particularly at the biotechnology and pharmaceuticals area, they will be dedicating a building down in Charleston area, USC, $120 million building that will focus on biotechnology, bioengineering, and biopharmaceutical research. There's 78 labs in that area, which appears to be a significant growth in terms of the future. All of those areas that you see require also support from manufacturing, buildings to be built, all the supporting sectors that make all of that work. Provision for career and technical education in District 5 is to prepare a graduate college and career ready and the global workforce and be successful and contribute to the citizen. The mission of that is where we take on the responsibility as educators to make sure that we're offering the kinds of programs that will prepare young people either to enter the workforce or either move on to 2-year and 4-year college with the academic and technical requirements and skills necessary to be able to move through the system, build accredited opportunities, and prepare them to be a success. The proposed center curriculum, 18 programs of study, and the 4 schools of study actually merge into those programs in 4 areas. The anchor programs were referred to, if you remember, if you read Richland's book, The World is Flat. He talks about the programs that are anchored that will not be sent overseas. Those include the building construction trades, machine tool technology, welding, electrical kinds of programs, those that anchor in our economy, that enables us to function not only in terms of a successful economy, but also meet our needs as consumers. And then the high-tech programs that tie into the innovative approaches to learning. This is a School of Fine Arts. This is one of the 4 areas, and these lighter blue identified programs of study are those that will be at the center. Graphic communication and visual and digital arts is an area where students will be able to produce documents or how to produce publications, able to have those skills that are in demand. You can move toward a 2-year college with that, the secondary skills, as well as going to Clemson University. Other universities offer that as well. Media technology and visual arts, we plan to focus in that area on developing film. Students will write, produce, direct, record, and they will compete both at the state and national level with the film production. And we're hopeful that we'll be able to have students be able to produce at that level. One of the goals of our center is going to be where we take students, certainly in this district that we've seen tonight, some outstanding students in terms of content knowledge and abilities. We want to turn them into innovators where they can actually become the problem solvers of the future, which I think we have students that have that capability. School of Business and Information Systems, area that we're bringing on is culinary arts and technology. That program, we have now already made contact with the local university, USC, and also local technical colleges, as well as Johnson & Wales. Our plan is to have a simulcast capability where we will participate with Johnson & Wales when they bring in chefs from around the world, when they are actually lecturing and demonstrating at Johnson & Wales. And we'll be able to bring that simulcast at the center. Students will be able to observe it and then go into the lab and be able to reproduce it. We'll also involve language arts, as well as, and that in terms of writing skill, world languages as well. And hopefully we'll be able to connect to some of the sites overseas, in France and Germany. We will be able to have the students in that foreign language participate with our students there as well. In computer science technology, looking at the software, hardware area, part of the future. Biotechnology and engineering systems, that program is taking really agricultural products and turning it into fuel, biotech, biomass, and be able to take switchgrass, other kinds of agricultural products to create fuel. That program is a 4-year program following high school at Clemson University. There are other universities across the country that do offer that particular program. The veterinary science program is pre-vet, pre-vet tech program. Students will be able to deal with large and small animals in that program. I've already had conversations with some veterinarians in the area. We will have visiting professors that will come in and talk to the students about animals, diseases, wellness, so forth. Work with students in examining the animals and the care and training as well. On architecture, construction, cluster side, we are going to integrate this program with engineering and architectural design, as well as integrated electrical systems, heating and air systems. We're planning to build a house on site. We will have that totally integrated. We'll bring mentors from the business construction community that will assist with this effort. And the house will be auctioned and money will be turned back in to help with the program. We also plan to work with Habitat for Humanity with projects being a part of their program as well. And maybe sometime in the future is we will build a house for Habitat for Humanity at the site, participate with them for our students with that experience. Engineering design and machine tool technology, we're looking at connecting engineering design as part of machine tool technology, where students that are in engineering design would actually go in the machine tool area, take their design with the machine tool instructor, and develop that product or prototype that they have designed. The machine tool students will go into engineering design classroom and learn how to design to be able to integrate that area. Clemson and the University of Illinois, Purdue University, all now are saying is that all engineering students need to be able to take their design to the point where they develop prototypes. We will have a machine that will be able to actually reproduce prototypes by piece, and then those pieces will be put together to form a prototype model, and then to the machine tool area for reproduction. The mechatronics system is an integrated, computer integrated system, electronics, hydraulics. It is considered to be the world-class system now that companies both in the U.S. and international are using because of the ability to be able to not only the quality control aspect, but also it involves all the systems that are necessary in development. Welding technology, BC Sumner needs hundreds of welders on their nuclear sites. That program we expect to grow and develop. We'll be working with Middle State now with a partnership with them. Some of these areas will have evening classes being taught by professors or teachers from Middle State. That would be one of those programs. We're also adding aerospace engineering. That program will connect to Boeing. Also, enable students to move through any of the engineering programs in the state with universities, as well as outside the state if they elect to go to some other university. These programs provide the opportunity to receive dual credit, both at 2-year and 4-year college. Universities have engineering programs. I led the effort 2 years ago to get a statewide agreement among the technical colleges and universities to create a seamless connection and pathway to dual credit. And you can earn up to 18 hours at the technical college while you're still in high school. The Alternative Energy and Engineering Systems is a program that enables students to work with solar, wind, hydrogen, fuel, nuclear, as part of that program. The Automotive Services and Maintenance is your auto technology, keeps your cars on the road. And the Health Science Cluster, Biomedical Sciences and Nanotechnology. This program is pre-med, pre-nursing, and pre-technical. Physical therapy route, those heading toward medicine. Students will have the ability and opportunity to be able to see virtual surgery being performed. That in a simulcast environment. We have hospitals as well as surgeons that agree and have been doing this now for 2 or 3 years to enable students to have the opportunity to see this occur in the operating room. And a part of nanotechnology is the treatment of cancer is the form of the smallest form of being able to create the end of a sharpened pencil, be able to drop an isotope inside a cancer cell for treatment. Law and public safety and cybersecurity. We are looking at both cybersecurity and cyber forensics. Yesterday got an email from a national security agency, an employee was talking about how much that STEM needs to be emphasized in our schools, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, because there's such a need right now for cybersecurity currently and in the future. That program will be driven by, first of all, 2 courses in networking and 2 courses in cybersecurity. This particular course here is an introduction to STEM, and course 1 is students have the opportunity to be able to experience 4 those areas in the course, running for 1 year. They will be hands-on project-based learning. All of those programs relate to the programs being offered in the center, and students in grades 9 through 10 will be involved in those courses. These are the architectural renderings of the new center, and we certainly are excited about the prospects of the future of this center and what it's going to do for the students in Lexington District 5.
Thank you, Dr. Couch, and it is exciting to watch this building come up out of the ground, and it's even more exciting to think ahead to what will be housed within that building and what opportunities will be provided for our students.